The 20th anniversary season began against the Super Bowl-bound Rams. For new head coach Tom Flores, it was the first of 4 consecutive road games. Premier punter Ray Guy in the Oakland kicking game, primed by special teams coach Steve Ortmeyer, cornered the Rams. And the rookie Jim Breach kicked his first Raider field goal, aided by sure-handed Dave Hunt. Defensive tackle Reggie Kinlaw, number 62, a 12th round draft choice who again proved Raider scouting prowess, blocked a punt to set up a touchdown as Ken Stabler followed Gene Upshaw, then hit tight end Derek Ramsey for 6. Pro Bowl performer Dave Pear, 74, teamed with 72 John Matuzak, spearheaded a rush that shut out the Rams the entire second half. The Raiders' heralded comeback tradition continued into 1979 as all-pro tight end Raymond Chester collected the winning score in a 24-17 Oakland victory. In week 2, the defense was without John Matuzak. The offense, minus tackles Art Shell and Lindsey Mason, and Mickey Marvin went out during the game. Against San Diego, speedster Joe Stewart helped propel the Raiders toward the 1979 NFL lead in kickoff returns. Wide receiver Rich Martini, number 89, one of 11 first-year players on the Oakland roster, recorded his first pro touchdown. Dave Pear and Dave Browning pressured the Chargers with support from the linebackers like Ted Hendricks, Monty Johnson, and Rod Martin. 10 points were not enough. The Raiders were short on points in Seattle, then short on personnel in Kansas City. Out for the year, Morris Bradshaw and Joe Stewart, so young players moved to the forefront. Rookie defensive end Willie Jones, number 90, took rapid aim at team leadership in sacks. Rookie free agent Rufus Best, number 38, blocked the Chiefs' scoring try and came within inches of breaking loose himself. Quarterback Jim Plunkett, number 16, came in late and hit Raymond Chester deep to set up the Raiders' lone score, but Terry Robisky was down for the season. After 4 road games, the Raiders finally opened at home against the Denver Broncos. Tom Flores and Henry Lawrence obliged their fans prior to meeting another contender from pro football's toughest division, the AFC West. Short on experience, but long on aggressiveness, Raider rookies met the challenge. Reggie Kinlaw alternated with number 90, Willie Jones, to corral the Broncos. Quarterback Ken Stabler utilized a 2 tight end offense designed by innovative coach Tom Flores, going to Dave Casper, number 87. The defense grew stronger as the game drew longer, and Charles Filliard, Willie Jones, Rod Martin, Mike Davis, Monty Johnson, number 58, and others sealed the verdict. Defensive coaches Charles Sumner, Willie Brown, Oliver Spencer, and Merrill Moore had their forces ready. Raider will to win still endures. Next game, Miami on a Monday night. All-pro tackle Art Shell was active again, while versatile Steve Sylvester shifted to center for injured Dave Dalton. In the third period, Art Shell, Gene Upshaw, Steve Sylvester, Dan Medlin, and Henry Lawrence gave Stabler time to find Chester for a score. The determined Raider defense gave up only 3 points, while scoring twice that amount themselves. Alert Ted Hendricks, number 83, proved he had lost neither instinct nor talent in 11 pro seasons. When the Dolphins threatened late, Reggie Kinlaw, number 62, smothered Miami's scoring drive. The 13-3 win evened the Raider record at 3-3. Despite a short practice week, the defense returned ready for the Falcons. A push by Jeff Barnes, Pat Toomey, Phil Yar, and Matuzak gave cornerback Lester Hayes, number 37, the chance to score his first Raider TD. The dominating silver and black thundered for 31 points in the second half alone. Mark Van Eegen used a crushing block by Art Shell to add 6 to the total. First-year running back Clarence Hawkins, number 26, teamed with Stabler as the Raiders rolled for 50 points for the 5th time in team history. Point production was down, however, after the cross-country trip to tangle with the Jets. The defense faced a challenge from these long-time rivals. Rod Morton, Pat Toomey, and Phil Villapiano attacked with controlled fury. Second-year pro Mike Davis, number 36, worked in combination with Monty Johnson and Henry Williams to record his first pro interception. Despite 459 yards total offense, 25 first downs, and this TD, Stabler to Raymond Chester, the Raiders lost by 9. Prime-time football and the Raiders. An unbeatable combination. A national TV audience of 50 million looked on as the Raiders rose to challenge the Chargers. Charles Phillips, Rod Martin blitzed quarterback Dan Fouts. When Fouts found time, Monty Jackson, 42, and Jack Tatum, 32, made certain he found little else. A now healthy Cliff Branch added another dimension to the varied Raider passing game. Fullback Mark Van Eegen relentlessly banged away, en route to becoming the number 2 rusher in Oakland Raider history. KGO Radio's Bill King described the high point of this magnificent Raider victory provided by a rookie from Wisconsin.
Here's the kickoff, end over end straight away, although they were anticipating a possibility of the onside. Matthews from 4 yards back comes out to the 10. The 15, getting a Brunson block to 20, down the right side, 25, 30, leaps over, cuts off to the 40, cuts it back to the 45, here comes Pete Shaw, he's at the 50, he's at the 40, he's at the 30, here's another man after him, at the 20, Matthews at the 5, touchdown Raiders, 104 unbelievable yards. Straight drop back by Stabler. Big rush. He has to step up front. He throws deep. Casper splits the zone. Makes the catch. Is struck from the 1-yard line. Eo goes to the post.
Next came Booker Russell, a youngster learning quickly that second effort is first nature for those in silver and black. Russell's third rushing touchdown earned congratulations from teammate Todd Christensen. In the Raiders' third game against NFC opponents, Oakland limited San Francisco to just 10 points. For offensive position, the Raiders called on the skills of Larry Brunson, the NFL's #1 kickoff return man in 1979. First-year fullback Derek Jensen, number 31, blasted up inside for Oakland, while the Raider defense refused to yield to 49er runners, with Hayes, Tatum, Hendricks, and Villapiano spearheading this 4th down stand. The Raiders' total domination of NFC teams continued at a record pace. The calm Texas sky above the Houston Astrodome could not conceal the fury within. With Raider Mark Van Eegen out injured, heavy traffic concentrated on one fullback, Houston's all-pro Earl Campbell. Lester Hayes, Mike Davis, and Jack Tatum zeroed in on number 34. But Campbell is so tough to control. His power and the brilliant passing of quarterback Dan Pastorini, who hit for 2 long scores, were major factors in Oakland's loss. Loss, too, was tight end Raymond Chester with an injury. Back home to meet the Kansas City Chiefs, the Raiders would renew a Western Division rivalry that had thrilled Raiderettes and Raider fans for 20 years. It would remain for Raider youth to rise to the occasion. Quality youth in the form of rookie defender Reggie Kinlaw and in the performance of number 22 Arthur Whittington after missing 7 games. With protection by Dalby and Van Egan, Stabler had time to go to second-year tight end Derek Ramsey, number 84. But a bitter 3-point loss. And next, Denver on the road. There was snow and ice at Mile High Stadium, but Raider running back Booker Russell stayed hot as he used blocks by Sylvester, Lawrence, Upshaw, and company to break loose for a 72-yard gain en route to his first 100-yard game. Stabler and tight end Dave Casper combined for 1 score, and the Raiders battled to a 14-10 lead. Twice the Broncos threatened, and twice rookie cornerback Henry Williams shut them off with interceptions. Another Raider win, then off to New Orleans. The first Raider visit to the Louisiana Superdome would provide the huge national television audience another unforgettable showing of Raider comeback courage. The Saints were devilish. For nearly 3 periods, they could do no wrong. After 37 minutes, the Saints ran up an apparently insurmountable lead. What remained was totally incredible, except to Raider fans who know that commitment to excellence, not miracles, keys the silver and black. Kinlaw handcuffed the Saints, and the game plan of offensive coaches Lou Erber, Ray Wilsey, and Sam Bogosian came alive. KGO's Bill Keane saw it this way.
Stabler back under heavy rush, gets to Branch to the 42, gets away, dancing to the left, 30, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, he's going to go all the way, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown Raiders! Mowdy to the left, the great Fred Chandler to the right, to give to Muncie, gets stacked up, spins out of trouble, he fumbles, there's a pile up, it's scooped up by Raiders, Mike Davis from the 35 down to the 25, he laterals off to Hendricks, Hendricks at the 50, he's plowed on it from behind, and another dazzling, unbelievable play. And the Raiders have a 1st and 10 on New Orleans' 13-yard line. Stabler back, he's going to pass, looking one way, comes back to the right, throws to Branch on the 2, scrambles, backpedaling, clawing, scrapping, touchdown Raiders!
It wasn't miracles. No, this was a proud tradition of a Raider organization that had defied all odds to become pro football's winningest team. The Raiders' Monday night record now stood at only 1 loss in 15 games. Just 6 days later, the fans, Coach Flores, and the silver and black attack were ready for battle. Guy, Phillips, John Vella, Plunkett, Bruce Davis, Matthews, Huddleston, Jackson, Martini, Jensen, every Raider primed to contribute. The enemy were the Cleveland Browns. Browning, Toomey, Martin, and Jones led the defense to 2 interceptions and 5 sacks. Four Jim Breach field goals ensured victory. The win over Cleveland earned a 15th consecutive winning season for this organization that has had so many great players and coaches and been in so many great games these 20 challenging years. As the 1979 season closed, Pro Bowl-bound Raymond Chester was voted the Gorman Award by his teammates as most inspirational Raider. Against Seattle, the driving battle to the playoffs continued as Lester Hayes picked off a pass and put up 6 for Oakland. Arthur Whittington, number 22, struggled and fought his way into the end zone as the Raiders inched back. But even with this late score to Van Egan, the Raiders ended 6 points from a chance for another year of playoff glory to add to the already unrivaled record of excellence. Yet one loss cannot alter the decades of greatness that have witnessed the Raider monumental climb to the top. One man who so symbolized Raider commitment to excellence is Jim Otto. Otto arrived in Oakland in 1960, the Raiders' first year, and started every game for 15 seasons. A keystone of so many outstanding Raider teams, Otto was a perennial giant among Raider giants, and twice won the Gorman Award as the player who best exemplified the pride and spirit of the Oakland Raider organization. Double O contributed much to the respect and national acclaim that came to these proud warriors in silver and black. Interior linemen often go unnoticed by the crowd, but Jim Otto won the recognition of his peers. On August 2nd, 1980, original Raider Jim Otto was enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. His will to win spanned 2 glorious decades. And as a new decade begins, this Raider commitment to excellence still burns fiercely as it has through these decades of destiny.